everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all having a very happy day today, and I have missed saying that. I do have a couple of life updates for you guys. However, I think I'm gonna save those for a future video. I am excited for today's video. It is a long-awaited one, and that is budgeting for beginners monthly pay. And if you don't get paid monthly and you want to just stick around for the video, I would love that. Comment down below if you get paid weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. And if you're interested in seeing how to budget for weekly or bi-weekly pay, I do have videos for those as well on my channel. And when I uploaded those, I did receive comments requesting this video. So if I can help at least one person, it'll be well worth it. Let's get into it. What we're doing today is we are going to set up a zero-based budget, and this is one of Dave Ramsey's budgeting methods. Basically, what we're gonna do is use every single dollar of our income and put it somewhere in our budget so that we are left with $0. And I know that may sound kind of weird, but it actually is pretty neat, and I personally love this budgeting method. So along with this, I use the cash envelope system, and if you want to see what that's about, you can check out one of my old cash envelope stuffing videos on my channel. My budgeting style has changed since then. You guys will see what I mean in a few videos, but that system definitely works, and I know a lot of you guys love it, including myself. So that's what we'll be using in today's example with our mock budget. Okay, so we are starting with our expenses. So this will be any bills that we have throughout the month. And I tried to pick things that we probably all have, at least a couple of these. So we're gonna start off with rent, which is due the 1st. And I will be putting these in order of their due date. I find that easier, but of course you can do it however you like. And I'm just gonna go ahead and write everything out here. For any credit cards or payments or anything like that, when I say total, I mean the total of the minimum payment, not the total of the balance. So that's what I'm putting here. And same thing with car payment, it's gonna be the minimum payment. And then once I'm done, I'm gonna go ahead and add all of this together. And our total of the expenses for the month is going to be $2,355. With that, we're gonna move on and get started on our sinking funds. Okay, so here we have all of our sinking funds listed. And again, these are our mock sinking funds. So you put whatever fits for you. I just thought that you would have at least a couple of these. So I would like to know, I personally put car tags with car maintenance, but for the sake of this video, I did want to show you guys how to break down an annual sinking fund. So what I'm gonna do is highlight annual sinking funds, which in this case, we have car tag, that's due every year, and Christmas. So in this case, we have two, car tags and Christmas. So you're gonna wanna find out how much your car tags are and when they're due. So for our fake car, we're gonna say that the total for the car tags is $360. And we're gonna pretend that it's due on September 1st. Now, since we're in May and it's due in September, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 paychecks until it's due. So we're gonna take our total, $360, and divide it by 4. That gives us 90. That means from every paycheck until September, we're gonna save $90, and that's gonna give us our total when it's due. And now we're gonna do the same thing with Christmas. Now, obviously there isn't a set amount for Christmas, right? So you're gonna do whatever works for you and your budget. For the sake of this video, we are going to say that we're trying to save $600 for Christmas. And obviously Christmas is December 25th. We're gonna go back to our calendar and see how many paychecks we have until then. So we're in May. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 paychecks. So 600 divided by 7. So 600 divided by 7 gives us this number. We can just go with 85 to keep it simple. And that's how much we need to save from each paycheck until December to hit our goal of $600. I hope this makes sense. If you're saving for anything, this works also. You can use this and see how much you need to save each paycheck. I hope that makes sense. So car tags needs to be $90, and Christmas will be $85. Now for everything else, you are choosing the amount that goes into your sinking funds. Now, what is a sinking fund? A sinking fund is any category that you know will be coming up in the next month. You can customize it to whatever you want. Remember, this is a mock budget, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill these up. So car maintenance, this can be you're saving for an oil change or anything for the car. Let's say you and I have a pretty reliable car, had an oil change not too long ago. We don't really have anything to worry about, hopefully, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw $15 in here. Remember, these amounts are monthly. So again, this is for whatever you need. So if you know that something bigger for your car is coming up, you're gonna wanna put more in here. This is just because you and I have a reliable car. We had an oil change not too long ago. Everything's okay. We have nothing planned coming up, but we still wanna save a little bit of money. We're gonna put $15. Now your sinking funds is something that might be changing from month to month. I know mine personally looks like that. I don't have a set amount really for anything. I have what I like to call an ideal amount. So let's say for fun, an ideal amount is $40. But I know that I want to go to Disneyland soon, so I'm gonna start throwing in more than $40. Let's say I'm gonna do $80 because I know that that trip's coming up. You can adjust it and tweak it to your personal budget needs. For the sake of the video, for fun, let's put $45. Gas, let's put $120. Groceries, let's put $250. Medical, let's put $10. We can just pretend that that's a copay for an appointment we have next month, right? I personally have to budget the copay and parking. Where my doctor is, there is a parking structure, and if you're there over an hour, it is $15, which I feel like is a lot. Yeah, so I have to budget in the parking, which I just assume it's over an hour every time just to be safe. Pet, if you have a pet, you definitely want to add them in your sinking funds. Let's go ahead and put $60. So this is for food, treats, if you have a cat, cat litter, anything like that. Savings, I decided to throw in here. It is a sinking fund, it accumulates. Let's go ahead and pretend we want to save $100 every month. Toiletries, so shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, toothpaste, razors, stuff like that. I know some people even put it for their makeup, but we'll go ahead and put $45. So once we get all this, we're gonna go ahead and add it up. So we get $820. The next thing we're gonna do is add both of these. So 2355 plus 820. And we get $3,175. So this is how much we need to make every month to pay off our expenses and our sinking funds. Our income, so we need our income. Let's say our income is $3,200 for the month. So we got one payment of $3,200 for the month. We're gonna take that $3,200 minus $3,175, and that leaves us with $25. So if you're paying off debt, this $25 would go towards your debt, and we would add it to whatever we're currently paying off. So let's say in this case, we're starting with the credit card. We would just add that $25 to the $40, making the new minimum payment, our minimum payment, right, $65. And this is another Dave Ramsey method. For paying off debt, we're gonna go with our lowest balance. Now, that is very controversial because a lot of people prefer to pay the higher interest balance. I do have a video about the debt snowball if you want to take a look on my channel. The fact that we're left with anything at all after our ideal sinking funds and all of our expenses is pretty awesome. Alrighty everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope it made sense. It seems like there are some benefits and setbacks for being paid monthly. I do think if you have your budget and you're on top of it every month, it can be very beneficial just to have a monthly income. Because if you're doing those cash envelopes, you go to the bank once, you get it all done, you do your cash envelope stuffing. Whereas for most of us who get paid weekly and bi-weekly, you're doing that on a weekly or bi-weekly basis instead of one time. I personally don't know anybody who gets paid monthly. Do any of you guys get paid monthly? Very interested to know. And if you're willing to share what your job is, because I don't know anybody who does. That wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and I will be seeing you guys very soon. Bye.